Karan, hey, congratulations being here at WonderCon. I mean, how does it feel to being here today?
Great. I've never been here before, actually. I've only been to the Comic Con, so this is exciting. I love cons, so here I am.
And you went to Comic Con before because of what, Deadpool?
Yeah, the first time I went was for this show called Other Space. I did a signing there, and then the second time I went for Deadpool 2, and I got to host Hall H, our panel there. So that was scary as hell. Yeah.
What about the energy here that fascinates you? Because I know you've done big stuff and small stuff, and this is the fans really love you.
Oh, yeah, thanks. No, I love these kind of things because, when we're making stuff, you just are begging for people to care about it.
Yeah.
So these kind of events are great because you really get to connect with people and people care so much about the stuff that you worked hard on, which is rare. You don't always get that. So it's really nice. I feel lucky to be any part of this world.
And today it's a special day is because you are first introducing a teaser trailer to Fade to Black. Tell us about this film.
Yeah, it's this new movie that we just made. It's a satire thriller about Hollywood where I play a struggling screenwriter who is frustrated with the business and he ends up snapping and killing agents and executives and becomes a serial killer. So that is this movie, and you're going to see a little bit of it today. But it's something we've been trying to make for a few years, and something I've never done before, something like this, and it was such a great experience.
I was going to say, satire and comedy is really in your wheelhouse, and I've spoken to you since the beginning of your career, and sometimes this frustration, it's like making fun of yourself sometimes, right?
Yes. Yeah, this movie is very cathartic in every way for anyone who's tried to work in Hollywood because it can be so frustrating and crazy and also bizarre because it's funny because people talk in really weird ways and things, and this movie sort of captured all of that in such a real way that great shows like Entourage and other things have, but then it goes in this very dark direction, which a lot of those shows that are more comedies don't. But the script and the movie really earns the violence when it happens, and in a weird way you're rooting for this guy as he's killing these horrible Hollywood people. But I think a lot of creative people and I think a lot of executives will kind of be able to laugh at some of this stuff too, because it's a bizarre industry that we all work in and everyone's trying to do their best.
It does sound bizarre. So how do you get into the mental state of this villain or anti-villain? What do we describe?
I use the comp as Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad. So ultimately, yes, black and white, he is the villain, Bryan Cranston in that show, but also he's the anti-hero, the ultimate anti-hero. So yeah, at the end of the movie, I think hopefully you still care about him, even though he's done horrible things. But how I tapped into it was just I have a lot of unprocessed rage. I'm just being honest. I live in Los Angeles. I drive in Los Angeles. It'll drive you mad. And I don't express my anger in the car because I've been told it's not safe to do that because you never know who's in the other car. So it's all been pent up for years, and I got to really get it out. And a lot of what the character goes through is things I've gone through as an actor, like being in these rooms with often white executives who are trying to put you in this box that you don't want to be in and are talking down to you versus like considering your opinion. So a lot of that frustration I got to take out on this because in this movie, when that happens, I get to kill them after. So that's nice. Yeah.
I know, and I could be a testament to that because sometimes I meet you and you could have that stoic facial expression, and we don't know whether you're happy, sad, or angry at that moment.
Yeah, watch out. Clearly, you gotta be scared of me. It's all in there. Yeah.
One last thing before I let you go, you've done big budget films, and you've done a lot of independent films because I covered them all
Yes,
with you.
All over the place. Yeah.
So tell us about your enjoyment of doing like much smaller projects like this because you have a slew full of them.
Yeah, I love doing smaller. I guess what I'll say is I love doing things that are just well written. Sometimes when you're really lucky, big movies are really well written. I thought the first Deadpool script was one of the best scripts I've ever read, and I was like, I can't believe we're getting to make this. Like, it felt like a rare thing. Sadly, in the bigger movies, it's rare and rare because there's just more money involved. That scripts get watered down a little bit and they're safer. But in independent film, like, no one's doing it really for money, so you really get to make really interesting things, I think. And this one was like such a special script, and it ended up being such a special experience. So I got into it to just, if the writing is good, I'll go in the direction of that. And often independent movies have good writing. So.
And you done them all well. I will see you Sunday then.
I will see you Sunday on Zoom.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
all
you.
right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you Sunday.